Hello everyone, Chef Rick here and welcome back to the YouTube channel for yet another amazing recipe. And today we're going to be making this super simple coffee bundt cake. It is one of my favorite pancakes to make and it's super easy and really great for breakfast especially. So we're going to start by making our delicious coffee concentrate. Now the whole concept of the coffee concentrate is to pack as much coffee flavor into the cake without having to risk having the cake batter too watery and then compromising the fact that it might rise or not. So please, it is important to do a coffee concentrate, so just combine some good quality coffee along with some hot water and let that reduce by half. Yes, by half. So let it just go. The whole room will smell like coffee, but it's absolutely worth it. Strain it through a sieve and then you want to let that cool down while we make our batter. So to make our batter, it's a super simple cake recipe. It's similar to almost all of my cakes. So we're gonna start with some dry ingredients. So here I have some all-purpose flour, about 200 grams, along with 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. We're just gonna gently sift that through. It's really important to sift the ingredients so that you have a light and airy cake. This cake gives you about 3/4 kilo of cake, so that's usually enough for like 5 people. So just keep that in mind. If you'd like to double the recipe or triple it, please feel free. And this cake is even better to layer with, so please go ahead and make that 3-layer coffee cake. I'd love to see it. So we're gonna start with our creaming process. So combine some margarine and some sugar. I'm just gonna cream that together just until everything is starting to look super light and fluffy. It will look a little bit yellow at first, but as you keep mixing and mixing, it will change color. In the meantime, we can start to crack all of our eggs. So here we went with about 4 eggs along with some coffee essence. This coffee flavoring I got it at Neighbors. It's by Pradeep. It is extremely strong. When I say extremely, I mean extremely strong. So just need half a teaspoon of it and added that in. And then we can now start to grease up our bundt pan. So just go in with a little bit of margarine or butter or oil, whichever grease you have on hand, with a little bit of tissue paper or pastry brush. And you want to dust it with some all-purpose flour once you have an even layer of fat going. And just gonna gently dust that around in the pan. Tap out the excess flour and then you want to it's done. Just like that, it's done. Now we're 100% sure the cake will not stick in the pan. Once the mixture is looking super light and fluffy, we can now start to gently or to slowly add in our eggs one at a time. So yeah, just add them in one at a time until everything is fully incorporated. If you add the eggs all at once, there's a chance it will all just split and curdle just like that. So it won't be the end of the world if it splits and curdles. You could just add the flour and everything will be fine, but just avoid that. So I'm gonna go in with half of our all-purpose flour or our dry ingredients and just fold that in just until it's almost fully incorporated. The reason why we're incorporating in bits and pieces so that everything mixes together beautifully. Add in some of that coffee concentration. This one is about like 2 tablespoons of coffee concentrate, and you can see it is truly transforming the color of the whole cake. It went from a bright white to a really almost that like chocolatey brownish color, which is super nice, and when it baked it got even darker, so that's even better. So once your butter is all fully mixed in together, we're gonna add it into your bundt pan. So here I just layered mine a little bit of cinnamon sugar for a bit of crunch. It was supposed to have a swirl inside, but it never ended up having the swirl. Did not work out. So just gonna layer everything together and then spread over, just gently smear the batter inside the bundt pan. I'm gonna bake it at 165 degrees, fan assisted of course, but if you don't have fan, 180 degrees is fine. And just bake it until it's fully baked through, and when you stick a toothpick inside, it comes out clean. Let it cool for a few minutes in the pan and then turn it over. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you do end up trying this recipe out, I'll have my socials linked here. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next Monday for yet another amazing recipe.